Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video on Lumber Capital Log Yard. Today we are cutting oak, all kinds of oak, red oak, white oak, and we have a few orders, a few different things we have to get out of it today. So let's get into this video. As you can see here, we have a pretty full deck. We have the red oak and white oak marked so we don't get confused. W for white oak and R for red oak. The boss did that for us, so we weren't trying to have to identify which one was which, because that can get tricky and that's how mistakes happen. So we need to pay attention to what letter is on each log as we're cutting it, but we do have a few orders we need to get done. First off, out of a red oak, we need an 8x8, and I'm actually thinking I'm gonna ask my dad to come over and help lift that off the mill because gosh, that's going to be really heavy out of red oak. I don't know if Jade and I can do that. We probably will end up doing it alone, but anyhow, then we need some 2x8s out of white oak for one guy, and then the exciting thing is out of the rest of the white oak, we're actually cutting boards for flooring, and you guys eventually are going to see some of the finished flooring that comes from this white oak lumber that we're cutting here today. We're going to be cutting all of the boards at 1 1/8, that way they can at least get planed down a little bit. But we're really excited about this because the order, well, if we can cut it all, we can sell 8,000 board feet of this white oak for this flooring. So we're gonna see what happens here, and I have this first log already rolled on, so we can go ahead and get started cutting with this first one. I just wanted to show you guys these pieces before they got covered up because they are just beautiful. I hope it shows up well on the camera because sometimes this stuff really doesn't. And I didn't wet it, so it's not really popping as much, but just look at some of these patterns. Oh my gosh. I just can't wait to see these boards turned into floors. I just think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's a shame that this Rayfleck only shows up when the grain is vertical, so it only comes out like that from basically the center of the tree. So the pieces above it and below it just aren't like that at all. They just look like normal boards, but then once you get into the center and that starts showing up, it's just wow. I just wish that all the pieces were like that. Anyways, the next log up on the deck here is a red oak, R for red oak, you can see there. And this is just gonna be for inventory, so we'll just get the, I'll probably get just, actually I don't know what I'm gonna cut out of it. I guess I just have to stick it up there and see, because honestly I'm not going to try and tell you guys what I'm going to cut out of it before I get it up there, because when it comes to cutting inventory and you don't have to cut something specific, I like to just go with the flow and roll with it. So let's cut this son of a... All right, so we have to get this 8x8 onto that pile, and it's a 12-footer, and it's made of red oak, so it's extremely heavy. So wish us luck, because Jade and I are going to try and attempt this. Between this roller table and just the fact we have a lot of places to set it on, it shouldn't be that hard, but we have to be careful, because I wonder just how much this weighs. That would be a good question. I'm curious. I don't know how you'd weigh it though. All right, here goes nothing. I'll get on this side, I guess. We haven't thought up much of a game plan here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, ready? What if we, do you want to get on that end and just bring that end this way, and I'll,
I can hold that whole thing.
Yeah, that's the issue, because I don't think that we can pick this up just like her and I, one end on one end. I just think that it's too heavy for that. Looks like that's what we're gonna have to do here. Just be careful, one step at a time. Oh, okay. Our pile fell down right there. All right, we give up. Some guy can try and figure out how to get this the rest of the way, because we're not dealing with it anymore. Jeez, I wonder what this is even used for. This thing will last till the end of time, I swear. We're going to have to get used to handling this much heavier wood, because we're just so used to cutting hemlock and pine. I mean, we've cut that for years, and now that we're moving into hardwoods, it's a lot different. Definitely requires a lot more strength, but eventually that will get easier, right? Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time.